Spanish A to Z, just as simple as can be.
You can learn it naturally, just let us be your guide.
Fun with Spanish, what a game! Calling things by different names.
We will bring you tales and laughs, come join us for the ride.
So easy, what a way to play.
So easy, picking up new things to say along the way.
Hola!
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien!
Hasta luego!
Hop aboard for a Spanish trip, let us lead the way.
Fun with Spanish, let's begin!
Everyone who watches grins,
On adventures we'll embark,
so hurry, don't delay.
we'll have fun with Spanish every day. And now, direct from their world tour, here are our hosts, Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, boy! Am I glad to be here. This is nature at its finest. I mean, just smell that fresh air.
Timon, are you sure this is where we're supposed to get off? Somehow it doesn't look like the pictures.
I've never been wrong before. Let me see here. Yep, this is the forest. Oops, wrong slide. As I was saying, this is the forest.
Bosque,
Can't see it for the trees.
árboles,
Hey, Timon, I know that river.
río,
It's the one with the fish.
pez,
Lots of fish.
peces,
Well, if you're so smart, what are these?
I know. Those are birds.
pájaros.
Well, then, is this the story about little Hiawatha?
Absolutely not. It's a story about a brave hunter named Little Hiawatha.
Or Pequeño Hiawatha. And it's all about a big lesson he learns one day in the forest. Un día en el bosque.
Who said that?
I'm not sure.
Our story starts on un río. Hiawatha guided his boat, bote, through the gentle water, agua. As he paddled, he thought about how he would prove to everyone what a brave hunter he was. He aimed his bow and arrow at los pájaros y un pez. But this día, he hunted something bigger than los pájaros y los peces.
Yeah, well, between you and me, I hope he's not hunting a warthog and a meerkat.
Hiawatha paddled his bote through the blue water, el agua azul, until at last he reached the shore. He carefully stepped out onto the rocks, rocas.
I think this might be a good time for review. Timon! Oh, I love this game. Looks like... no. Smells like... fish.
Un pez. Here are lots of fish. Peces. A little fish, un pez pequeño, and a big fish, un pez grande. Los peces live in rivers, ríos, like this one. Do you remember what those are?
Those are birds.
Pájaros.
Bird.
Pájaros. These are blue pájaros. Pájaros azules. Now let's get back to our story. Los animales laughed at Hiawatha. But a great hunter could not be laughed at by los animales. So Hiawatha decided to sneak up on them and hide behind un árbol. Los animales were too smart for Hiawatha. When they saw him coming, they ran through the green trees, los árboles verdes, into el bosque. Then, just when Hiawatha took aim with his bow and arrow...
What's with that guy? Hasn't he heard of a belt?
Or maybe he just likes the natural look.
Then Hiawatha noticed some strange markings on the path. They must be the footprints of a very dangerous animal.
It's dinner time. Come and get it.
Slimy yet satisfying.
The great hunter Hiawatha prepared to shoot, and then
At least get this guy a pair of suspenders.
los animales laughed again, which made Pequeño Hiawatha so angry that he went after them with his bow and arrow. He chased a family of rabbits, conejos, but they all escaped, except for the youngest conejo.
Well, he may be a great hunter, but he could definitely use some work on his fashion sense, common sense, sense and sensibility, and where am I going with this?
Sounds like you're leading us to a review.
Starting with tree, árbol. These are green trees, árboles verdes.
You seen one, you seen them all.
Well, Timon, have you ever seen a dancing árbol? Or a sleepy árbol? Or a mean old nasty árbol?
You've made your point.
Not yet, Timon. Many árboles make up a forest, un bosque. And in el bosque live many animals, animales, including the deer, el venado, and the rabbits, los conejos. Which brings us right back to our story. The great hunter stared at el conejo pequeño, then drew his bow and arrow as the other animales watched.
Oh, this guy's moving me to tears.
But Hiawatha couldn't shoot. This was un conejo pequeño, just like he was pequeño Hiawatha. So he decided to make the fight more fair.
I can't watch. Just tell me what happened.
Hiawatha didn't have it in his heart to hurt El Conejo Pequeño. Shoo, shoo, shoo. So he shooed him home to his family, which made all los animales en el bosque very happy. Then Hiawatha did one more thing that made los animales even happier.
Exciting, most exciting.
Back in El Bosque, Hiawatha ran into something he wasn't expecting. Tracks. Tracks made by a bear. Oso. A brown bear. Un oso marrón. Pequeño Hiawatha chased el oso marrón up and over una roca grande. At least he thought it was una roca. All those times Pequeño Hiawatha thought about hunting, he never thought about what it was like to be hunted.
Pumbaa, what you're seeing here is a perfect example of the food chain. See, in the natural world, there is a relationship between creatures whereby the bigger ones eat the smaller ones. Hey, this fish.
This.
Seemingly happy as it swims about on its daily routine until, presto, a bigger one comes along and eats it. And this one, in turn, is then eaten by an even bigger one. Am I making myself clear here?
Luckily, a family of beavers saw El Oso Grande going after Hiawatha and sounded a warning throughout El Bosque. All los animales came to Hiawatha's rescue.
Have you ever noticed, Pumbaa, that while we are frequently chased, we are never eaten?
I can't imagine why. I mean, we're so appealing.
The raccoons went right to work. But El Oso Grande was hard to stop.
What is it with this guy's pants? That does it. Get me a staple gun.
The beavers worked together to build a bridge across El Rio. But El Oso was too quick for them. Hiawatha thought he would be safe at the top of a tall árbol. But El Oso also knew how to climb un árbol.
Talk about flying by the seat of your pants.
Hiawatha needed to rely on the teamwork of all los animales. He held on for dear life as El Venado raced through El Bosque. The beavers cut los árboles onto the path, trying to slow down El Oso.
What's going to happen next? An avalanche of fallen rocks?
Rocas? Finally, Hiawatha reached El Rio. He climbed into his bote and pushed off into El Agua Azul. Los animales watched as pequeño Hiawatha headed home. But he was no longer the brave hunter. Now he was Hiawatha, friend of all los animales en el bosque.
Remind me to give that kid the name of my tailor.
In el bosque grande, you're never lonely. Los pájaros sing along the way. And every day, los animales say, el bosque is a great place to play. Riding down the Rio in my bote marron. It's great to move along so fast and free. Los peces dance and swim beneath me. I'm glad to be a part of all I see. En el bosque grande, you're never lonely. Los pájaros sing along the way. And every day, los animales say, el bosque is a great place to play. Rushing through the mountains, los ríos are strong. Floating on agua azul carries us along. Everywhere los peces, over there los venados. Oh look, los pájaros want to join us in our song. Los conejos watch with wonder. Los venados frolic in the sun. They know each roca y árbol verde. Los osos love to play and join the fun. Oh, en el bosque grande, you're never lonely. Los pájaros sing along the way, and every day los animales say el bosque is a great place to play. El bosque is a great place to play.
That sure was beautiful country, Timon.
Yes, it was, Pumbaa. But I'm ready to get back to that madcap place that we call home, where the dining is tops. The weather, pure paradise. Help! And the neighbors, so neighborly. Ah, there's just nothing that compares with the jungle.
Selva.
I know that voice.
Of course, that's the narrator. She's going to help us tell the next story.
Great. I really like her. Now, what's this new story all about, anyway?
It's all about elephants and lions and tigers and bears.
Oh, my.
And it takes place in La Selva.
Hey, who's that guy?
That's Elmer. He's the hero.
And the story is called Elmer the Elephant, or El Elefante Elmer. Right now, our hero is on his way to Tilly's house for a party.
Yes, sir. Did someone say party?
Elmer was the last to arrive, and he couldn't wait to join his friends, amigos, in the fun. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tilly.
Happy birthday to you.
It was Tilly's birthday, and she was the center of attention.
Whoa! That Tilly's a tiger.
Tigresa. And it was time for this tigresa to blow out the candles on her birthday cake.
Oh, you do it, Joey.
Okay.
Tilly's amigo, the hippopotamus, Hippopotamo, was glad to help. But it was bad timing for our hero.
Oh, Elmer, I'm so sorry. Let me fix your nose all up. There. Ooh, flowers. For me? It's the nicest present of all. They're just so gorgeous. They're so nice. You're so sweet. I'm so happy. You're a dear, dear, dear sweet boy.
Tilly gave Elmer a gift in return, which made him turn red, rojo.
Have a good time. I'll be right back.
Let's think about this story, where a hero, who's an elephant,
Elefante,
has eyes for a tiger,
tigresa,
who should really have eyes for a tiger.
tigre,
How interesting.
And they're swinging in the jungle
la selva,
with all their animal friends.
animales amigos.
Only one problem. They forgot to invite the king.
Elvis?
No, I'm talking about the king of beasts, our close personal friend and sometime protector, the lion.
Leon.
You called?
How could anyone forget to invite him?
I'm not sure. Meanwhile, back at the party, los animales were up to something. El tigre, el oso, and the monkey, Mono, teased Elmer about his long trunk. Poor Elmer. Suddenly, his trunk was a source of great embarrassment.
You know, Pumbaa, this makes me angry. I really don't think it's right to make fun of someone just because they look different.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Unfortunately, los animales didn't feel the same way.
Hello, Elmer.
El tigre grabbed Elmer by the trunk and tossed him to the other animales.
Bye, Elmer.
Until finally, el hipopótamo y el mono threw el elefante Elmer right out of the yard.
Goodbye, Elmer.
then they started to call him names.
Elmer has a funny nose. It looks just like a fire hose. Your nose looks like a fire hose.
Coconuts and stones may break your bones, but name-calling really hurts you. Here it would be wise for us to review.
Starting with the hippopotamus, el hipopótamo. Remember this fellow? It's the lion, el león. And this is el león with the lioness, la leona. And here are the monkeys, los monos.
I love monkeys. I love monkeys. I love monkeys. Oh, boy, boy, boy.
Come on, Pumbaa. Stop monkeying around. We left our hero hanging here.
Elmer gazed into a quiet pond, but all he could see was his trunk. He had never felt so alone in la selva.
What's the matter, son?
But he wasn't alone. He looked up the long neck and into the eyes of a giraffe, Jirafa.
We're having nose trouble?
La Jirafa knew what it was like to be different.
Well, they used to make fun of me too, son, but I don't care. Hey, you think you got a funny-looking schnozzle? Well, then just look over there at those big birds.
Pájaros grandes.
Timon, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Look at me. What do you see?
I see a side of bacon with eggs over easy. But, as usual, we digress.
Elmer was already feeling better when...
Must be a fire.
Fuego!
Oh, you bad old fire! Oh,
And El Fuego was at Tilly's house. Luckily, Los Monos and the gang were already on their way. And the chief was close behind, pulled by an ostrich, avestruz. Un avestruz?
Get me down out of here! 1, 2, 3, oh! Wait! Stop! Stop!
Stop, stop, stop! We've got to try these words.
Okay, Timon. Do you remember who these tall fellows are?
Easy. Giraffes.
Las jirafas. And these guys hiding their heads in the sand are
Ostriches.
los avestruces, which are really just pájaros grandes. And these pájaros grandes are red, pájaros rojos. Now we'd better get back to the fire, el fuego, because Tilly is still in trouble. Finally, Los Monos arrived at El Fuego, although the chief was still having problems with El Avestruz. Los Monos raced up their ladders, but El Fuego chased them back down again. Tilly was trapped.
Ooh, fresh!
Oh, is there a hero in the house?
When Elmer realized that it was Tilly's house that was burning, he forgot all about his trunk and los animales who laughed at him. He ran through la selva with his new amigos, los pájaros grandes y la jirafa. And when they arrived at El Fuego, Elmer knew just what to do. Los pájaros grandes filled their beaks with agua. Then Elmer used his trunk to spray el agua all over El Fuego.
hero!
Not yet.
Elmer, look it!
Tilly was still in danger.
My hero.
Elmer couldn't help but turn rojo. But this time, there was nothing embarrassing about it. Elmer was the hero because it was his trunk that saved the day.
So, what have we learned here?
I'll tell you. Always pack a trunk.
Just because El Tigre tries to wear a friendly smile doesn't mean there's nothing on his mind. And just because El Leon has a rather frightening style, it's possible he's really rather kind. Los amigos en la selva can be just like you and me. Some pequeños, some are grandes, some are graceful as can be. It shouldn't matter how they look, on this we all agree. Los amigos en la selva are the best of company. And just because El Mono climbs up high, you don't suppose it always means he's got a better view. And even though El Elefante has a great big nose, he might be just as lovable as you. Los amigos en la selva can be just like you and me. Some pequeños, some are grandes, some are graceful as can be. It shouldn't matter how they look, on this we all agree. Los amigos en la selva are the best of company. And just because la hippopotamu is rather slow doesn't mean you'll never see her dance. Though la jirapa sticks his neck out searching high and low, el avestruz will seldom take the chance. You cannot judge somebody by how they appear to be, 'cause what's inside of all of us is more than you can see. Los amigos en la selva can be just like you and me. Some pequeños, some are grandes, some are graceful as can be. It shouldn't matter how they look, on this we all agree. Los amigos en la selva are the best of